Episode 9 was supposed to have Kylo Ren learning how to drain life force, a crazier Hux ending, and Darth Vader. And before you comment who cares, shut up. It's my duty as a Star Wars fan to cry and complain about the sequels any chance I can get. Anyways, what we got in Star Wars Episode 9 isn't exactly what was initially gonna happen. Looking at some concept art in the story drafts and testimony, we can see what they actually had in mind for the finale, in about rough order. First and foremost, no Palpatine, thank God. Anyways, Kylo gets a hold of a Sith holocron, but it rejects him and leaves him in a disfigured state. Rey also wields a double-bladed lightsaber. So sick. Off the top of my head, I can't remember a Jedi wielding one since the Clone Wars from Pong Krell. Rey is also trained by Force Ghost Luke. The group then heads to Coruscant to lead a revolt. Kylo finds an ancient Sith temple which houses a Sith named Tor Valum, who would have been the teacher of Darth Plagueis, aka Emperor Palpatine's master. Which immediately makes no sense because of the rule of two, but nonetheless, Tor Valum teaches him how to drain life force, which immediately makes me think of one person, Darth Nihilus, which is just so cool. But during his training though, Luke's Force Ghost would have haunted Kylo throughout. Kylo would also battle a Force Vision of Vader and lose. And after Finn leads Coruscant to rebel against the Empire consisting of rebels and defected troopers, Hux commits seppuku. Way better ending for his character.
I'm the spy.
And the final battle between Rey and Kylo would have been on freaking Mortis. I ain't got time to explain, but that's crazy. But Kylo would have essentially become unbeatable in this state after consuming all the life force on Mortis, killing Rey. But Leia would use the force to call it to Kylo, which ends up killing her. And Kylo turns good and gives up his life force to Rey, killing him. Then Rey makes a Jedi Academy. Yippee. Right off the bat, on paper, this sounds leagues better than what they gave us. Of course, grass is always greener on the other side, but hot damn would I have loved to see this. The ending is a little bit wonky, but Life Force Drain is just way too OP. This is like fighting Aquaman in the ocean. It's pretty much impossible to say Rey could have beaten Kylo in that state, at least on paper, but they could have come up with some bullshit. But I feel like Kylo should have been completely dedicated to the dark side and just died from that. But like I said, that's narratively a little bit hard considering how OP Force Drain is. But overall, considering how badly Episode 8 divided up the fan base and the overall outrage, this seems like one of the better outcomes they could have come up with. But instead, they played it insanely safe and blundered it in the end. But what do you guys think? Did we miss out on peak here, or would it have been the same